And we're going to be waiting for the last few cars to load in here. Man in the back waving his flag. I bet his arm's starting to hurt. And here we go. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5. And it's lights out and away we go. And Race Roller's had a really good start. No, he hasn't. Why has that gone all weird? Hoopalicious at the front is having a really good start. He hasn't. He's been overtaken there by the Alpha Tauri. They've made some slight contact, but it looks like the Alpha Tauri's edged in front. Hoop's going to fight him back. That's Midzi taking the lead now, but Hoop's going to grab that. He's going to grab this slipstream down into the hairpin. And looks like everyone is away cleanly though. I don't like that the timing screens just went absolutely crazy. There we go. So, as the times start to roll in, that is Midzi leading the Grand Prix. Let me bring this back up now and I can jump on board with Hoop, who's following closely behind Midzi there. Zydrad on the back of Crispy as well. It looks like Freeman, B-Dunk has made up a few places. He started in. Let's have a look at where's the one that gives you position.
I've got
change?
it. It's a big jumps. Crispy up 4, B-Dunk up 4. Got Kevin GT up 4, Paraquix up 4. Had a few people go down a few. Bez is down in 9th. He's dropped 6 places. He'll hoping to get back up again.
Zydrad is sat right on the back of Crispy here as well. Looks like he's gonna want to get past as quickly as possible, but he's run wide. Zydrad's going to pick up an early penalty there. Oh, B-Dunk's made the move on the outside of Zydrad. And Freeman's going to have a look on the inside as well.
They've got loads of people pitting.
And it looks like that must be for damage. There must have been some early contact. And B-Dunk has made contact with Zydrad as well, coming out of turn 1.
It'd be interesting to see what they go on now.
Yeah. Let's have a quick look at the...
Looks like they're going on to the hards. As Ghost Colt has got a time penalty. No, he hasn't. He's got a front wing change. My bad. Hamjam's gone straight out on the softs again. I think he did start on the mediums though, so he obviously feels like there's a lot of time he can make up.
And he's done his mandatory change now then.
Yeah, he ain't going to make the softs go this far, surely. If he does, he has got some witchcraft voodoo going on there.
But Jamham's making a move on Darnell. DRS obviously now active on lap 3. Those first few laps have just disappeared. Completely disappeared. Mate, that can't
still
be
lap 2, isn't it?
Yeah, he's just used DRS.
Has he?
I'm pretty sure that just said he used DRS. Anyway, the Jam is on the back of Freeman. Freeman had a little bit of a squiggle out of the hairpin. And he's the closest on-track battle we have at the moment. As up front, Midzi has pulled a 0.6 second lead. Someone's just dipped into the pits there. That's Zydrad dipped into the pits. He must have had damage. Well, let me change my angle on him there. But we'll jump back to Freeman. That gives B-Dunk a little bit of clean air to get back on the back of B-Dunk. Oh no, B-Dunk to get on the back of Crispy. Further down the field, who's that dropping down?
Got Smoke in the pits as well.
Is that Zydrad in the pits as well? Is that Paraquix? Looks like he's having a bit of a rough time. That's Kevin GT up on the back of him. Oh no, is that
Ham on the back of Freeman, the DRS. Oh, he hasn't quite made it. Stick there into the roundabout.
But he's gonna have the long old straight here to attack.
I think that's going to be one to look out for here into the hairpin. It looks like he's going to take him quite easily here.
I don't know. Freeman's going to have to fill
Freeman's going to outside. Yeah, he's got him.
Oh, Bezza's coming deep there. This is Darnell and Bezza's having a battle behind. But yeah, I think what we are going to see here is once these drivers get into their rhythm, now that the start phase is over, you can sort of see the drivers start to to get into their groove and to start putting their laps in. You know, all that practice they put in during the week, just to get their laps perfect. They're going to now fall into that groove and hopefully drive themselves forward and get on the back of people and use the DRS and the slipstream to get some overtakes done in those big sort of overtaking zones. They seem to be the only places. Like Sector 3 seems to be a complete dead zone, and you'll kind of see cars come into Sector 3.
Yeah, you've got to be a nutcase to overtake through those S's.
It happens. If a driver ahead has a wiggle and gets out of shape, you can get round, but you're putting yourself in such danger of the car in front not either giving you the space, because they don't wholly have to. I mean, they do if they've gone really offline and they've come back on. We've got Freeman on the back of Jam Ham still. Now he's going to try and use the DRS. Down into the hairpin to try and retake the position. As Freeman did start in 6th, didn't he, as well? So he's still sat where he...
B-Dunk's only got 4% ERS. I know it's gone back up again.
And they're going wheel to wheel into the hairpin, and Freeman is going to not gain the position. They're close.
Jam gets up the inside.
And they're still... And there we go. So as you go into Sector 3, there's really no way round. So we're going to see him battle it into Sector 3, not in Q3, into Sector 3, and then they'll follow each other around, and then I'm sure he'll have a go now if he can get close enough.
Got a battle for the lead here
to turn 1.
Hoops on the arse of Midzi. Oh, he's not going to get him here. He might get him into the roundabout.
Yeah, Freeman's not made the move. I've jumped back onto Hoop. But there are battles at the moment. Battles for 5th, because Bez is now part of that fight. Down in 7th is fighting the Jam and the Freeman battle. But on board with Hoop as he tries. He has a little look. He's not gonna. I think smart option there. He's gonna wait, bide his time, get nice and close onto the rear end of Midzi here, and use all of it to push down. That's Freeman's gained himself a penalty there.
Southerners
in losing, as he lost the space.
Chasing. No, he's not going to get Kevin on this part.
We're back on with Hoop. He's going to make a move into the hairpin.
There we go.
And he's made it stick.
Jitto picks up a penalty.
He's gonna try again down here. They're gonna go wheel to wheel.
Oh, it's going to be tight. Oh.
They're respectful, and as we were saying, into Sector 3, and now it's going to be Hoop in the lead, taking the lead of the race on lap 5. He needed to do that, really, obviously losing out on lap 1, and not really turning those tyres on as quickly as he should have done, but it's taken him 5 laps to regain that time and take the lead. So, yeah. So, Original, anything going on chat? Anyone's predictions changing? Anyone?
Not much in terms of predictions. I think they will say the same. It's more of people supporting
Darnell Pitts.
Some of their teammates. Parrot up 9 already. Southerner's doing well. Because he's usually more further down, but because early pitters on the hard compound tyres sees a different strategy. Williams boy is doing well. Getting there, lads. AlphaTauri, like second, third of them. Looking to chase down Hoopalicious up front. Freeman looking to battle Hamjam for 5th. Wait to see if Edwin pushes further on that. Again, penalty for Freeman as well, so anything could happen.
Are they able to serve? Are you able to serve your 3-second penalties for corner cutting in the pits, or is it only the 5 seconds?
No, I think it's just the 5 seconds.
Just 5 seconds.
Okay. So that is something to obviously... Oh, and Bez is going to be making a move on Freeman here. He's going to go on the outside of the hairpin, but he's not going to try the undercut there. I think Freeman's... he's put his car in the right place. He's broken the right place, and he's regained... Or kept his position as we move into Sector 3 of them, where nothing much will happen. A bit further down the field there, Southerners there's a small train here for 10th as well, we're within the DRS train of each other.
Yeah, so we've had some had Baggy fan in the chat cheering on Southerners, and we got Czech as well saying up the Ferrari lads. So
yeah, we'll jump on board with Southerners here a little bit and see if he can do anything to, because he's on the medium tyre as well. So
yeah,
we got a few runners on the mediums. Merckx up in 9th on the medium tyre, expected to run that tyre for an extra 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 laps. You know, so at some point he's going to be leading this race. And depending on how he does with his tyre wear, he could be in a good position. But he is 2.1 seconds back from the nearest soft runner ahead of him of Race Roller.
yeah, he's got a bit of time to gain here.
But he's got the whole pit there. So once all the soft runners do pit, he's going to be. Bez is right on the back of Freeman again here. So it seems to be the fight going on here behind Freeman. I think Beza seems to have the pace on Jamham and on Freeman. But it looks like he's having trouble making the move stick. He's going to have another go. He's going to use up some of that ERS. He's only on down to 20%. And he's massively passed. But he's going to set his sights now on Jamham. He's gone real deep. And it might reopen the door for Freeman. No, he's just kept his nose ahead there. And further down, so we've got Beast just getting Paraquicks down into the hairpin. That's Paraquicks on the soft tyre as well, being overtaken by Beast Assassins. That could be Para's tyres going off. We could start to see some degradation now.
Paris is right on his tail though. It's crispy. Oh, B-Dunk has pitted. So I think this is where we're going to start seeing most of the soft runners start moving towards those medium tyres.
Yeah. So I think it's hard for us to say because we can't really see what their grip levels are.
B-Dunk's
like,
gone on the
and what percentage
hards.
of
So
he
reckons the mediums aren't going to go the full way.
But
That'll be interesting to see how he gets on.
He's cemented a one stop now. He's going to come out the pits. Oh,
Jesus!
With Kevin GT, and they've kept that clean. They've kept that respectful, and I don't think much can be said there. I think
another penalty. Speeding in the pit. Oh, Jitto's decided he's had enough.
Is that him in the pits?
That's him in the pits. Unfortunate for Jitto. I think he had some contact in the first couple of laps that meant he had to change his front wing, and he'll be gutted with that. But that would have been his race pretty far. I don't know if his car's can come back out. He has changed to softs.
Yeah, it will do, and then it will pull over somewhere. But it shouldn't cause any
issues.
Oh no,
never left.
It went. It usually does. Interesting battle here. Kevin GT's on the back of B-Dunk, who's obviously just come in for the hards. He's going to want to get past. I think Kevin's going to be thinking he's on the harder tyre. I need to get past and get some more life out of these mediums.
Absolutely.
Or it could be a blessing. I don't know if he was a second behind Paraquick, so I don't know if he was gaining that DRS. So he might be able to sit here, gain some DRS, grab some slipstream, gain a few extra miles per hour down the straight. But actually, who's that? Just Paraquick's just dived in. Or that B-Dunk's just dived.
So they're all going in. So we've got
again.
Hoop's gone in for the hards. Midsy's on the hards. Who else we got? We've got Jamham jumping on the hards. So quite a few of them thinking maybe the hards are the tyre for it.
Keep an eye on Hoop. He was leading the race. He's actually come back out in 5th on the back of Merckx. So possible now though is if the medium runners do. Oh, actually, Hoop's going to make a move on Merckx on those fresh hards as well. So and he's made a massive corner cut there. So I'm gonna sure pick up a warning for that. But he won't mind as he is cleanly past Merckx and able to open the throttle and drive down the longest straight on the calendar, if I'm right in saying, is it not?
I think so. To be fair, I think with Hoop, he could drive with no wheels, and I think he'd have a good chance of top 10.
But Midsy's now got to do the same. He's on the back of Merckx. He's going to need to get past. Actually, Merckx looks like he's letting him past.
That's interesting from Merckx. Maybe he's just playing this strategically.
Yeah, maybe he needs to not, take any wing damage. He needs to make sure that he gets his race clean. He's got to play his own strategy at the end of the day.
Thing is,
he's got to make sure that he brings his car home.
The guys like Southerners, the guys like Mercs and Beast, who have only got the 8-lap old mediums, this could play into them. If they can get these mediums to go 18, 19 laps and then pit onto the softs, they're going to have a bit of a benefit here, because all these guys on the hards are going to start to feel some of the tyre wear around about lap 25, 26. So watch this space. Some of these guys, if they do go to softs, might have a good chance of a decent result here. As Crispy and Bezzers dive into the pits, it'd be interesting to see it. I think they're going to go on hards as well. And they have, by the looks of it.
See, I think it's strange to see. I think everyone committing here to the one stop, and I even think the medium starters have committed to the one stop. So obviously, like you're saying, it's different to our league when we are talking about our strategies. We were talking that a lot of us were gaining and losing positions in stopping, but they're taking that out of the equation here. It's just going to be, and that's Bezzers. I've just jumped. Oh, that's Bezzers got a penalty. I thought that was Ham. I was just on board with him as he jumped over the curb. No, it seems to have plateaued a little bit now. We've got a few cars. Beast Assassins on the back of Dunk. He's on the 9-lap old mediums on B Dunk, and B Dunk's on the hards. He's gonna, like I said, he's gonna want to get past, and he's not gonna manage it this lap. He's gonna have to have another go. There are some race rollers on the back of Paraquicks. Same tyre. He's gonna get that move done.
Looks like it has been done.
Long way done, that one. Jam, Ham, Crispy, all both on the back of. Or there's a small train forming.
Got people in a couple of people in the chat saying that lap 17 for the mediums would probably be the best time to pit. So we'll have a look in a couple more laps time, see how they're getting on. If they can stretch it, that would be a certain benefit. As a pitting window opens for a 2-stop strategy for a medium soft. I don't know who's going to go for that. I think Smoke's actually gone for that. Or has he had damage again? Because I could have swore he's pit already.
And Jam Ham's on the back of Beast. He's going to make the move. Yeah, he's going to get that done. He's going to set his sights on Crispy now. But see, these medium runners at the moment aren't showing. So it depends where, or obviously where that crossover is. Like the medium tyres at lap 10 are not going to be in their best shape. You know, they've seen better days, but these early, the lap 1, 2, 3 on the hards are usually about the same. Usually, you've got to scrub them in. You've got to get the grip. You've got to start to bring the tyre into life. It looks like a lot of these hard runners are finding that a lot easier than the medium runners are finding the grip. Trying to find the grip at the end of their mediums.
Does look like Merckx is doing well to stay out of the DRS of B Dunk. So he's still got a little bit of life left in him. But B Dunk is now starting to catch.
I was just about to say about Freeman on the soft steel. He's taking them 10 laps. He's going to now come onto the mediums, I'm sure. If he comes in for the hards, I'll be very, very surprised. So
he goes medium.
Freeman, where he comes out is going to be interesting, because he's now going to be able to take them easily to the end, no question. But he needs to not come out in too much traffic, which he's going to. It looks like he's going to come out 14th, 15th. They're going to be.
It's going to be tight.
It's going to be tight on the exit.
Southerners, is he going to make it round? Yep, they're giving each other enough respect to get through. And I can imagine Freeman's probably going to take Southerners here.
I think, yeah, that's an inevitability on that fresh rubber.
I don't think Southerners is that much of a fight up.
Is he going to? No, he doesn't look like he's going to challenge back either there. B Dunk's now back on the back of Merckx. Looks like Merckx might be having a little bit of trouble with his tyres. He has just lost a few tenths that last lap. And it looks like B Dunk's going to make the move stick. It looks like Merckx has sort of moved over for him. He's just going to slot him back behind him.
I think he knows that he's up his ass as well.
And Jam Ham's a little bit further back than that now.
I haven't really mentioned a lot of Zydrad at the moment. He's still back down in 12th place. Has he got a chance, do you reckon, of getting back up into a decent points finish?
So it is going to be a case of, like you were saying, about their soft pace. We know what these guys can do on a set of softs. And we've seen that from so we look at the leaders now, like Hoop, Midzi, and on B-Dunk in the top 3. With the hard tyre, with the soft tyre at the beginning, they got as much life as they could out of them, and they gained enough of the lead that when Hoop and Midzi came back out on track, and Hoop runs really wide through turn 1 and 2.
Just very quickly, Southerners' pit. He's the first, and he's gone to softs. So I think Southerners is probably going to go for a 2-stop here, because I don't think he'll get 15 laps out of those softs.
Who's that just coming behind him as well?
That's Hamjam, who's gone for a set of mediums.
Coming for the mediums. So he'll have been doing the 2-stop now.
So he obviously thinks that those mediums can go the whole way now.
So Southerners is coming out in 16th. He's got a bit of clear track there, so he needs to really switch those softs on and claw his way up the track. Who's close at the moment? We've got a small train behind Crispy. DRS train from 4th down to 7th. Is that Darnell?
Darnell on the back of Zydrad.
It looks like he's got that move done nice and easy. Again, I'd be thinking now will be the person to watch is to see Southerners and see what he does lap-wise, and see if he's going to be able to gain enough each lap to be challenging, I'd say, for points at this point. A few people in front of him still need to pit. Zydrad in front of him needs to pit. He'll gain a position on him.
I think it'd be good for Southerners if, because he's got a bit of clean air here to try and push on a bit. Be interesting to see how he gets on. I think ideally for him, if he can get free pit stop in with a safety car around about lap 20 or 21, he has got a very good chance of getting into the points here. But we shall see. I think there still I think he'll be first to admit there are a few people that are a bit quicker than him, but with the soft tyres on, he's certainly got a advantage over some of the guys on hard. So we'll keep an eye on him as he does set a purple sector 3 on those soft tyres.
Yeah, I think we're going to be, any soft runners at the end are going to be setting those blisteringly quick laps. Low fuel track, nice and toasty, like it was in Q3. The battle for 5th rages on. Jamham's going to make the move down the DRS straight on Merckx, and Beza looks like he's going to...
too far behind him either.
Looks like, but I think he's not going to dive in on Jamham here, is he? No, and he's past Merckx. I think Merckx is going to be thinking about coming in soon. Maybe not. They need to take these another 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah,
but Merckx is really losing out.
He is a bit. I think they're just trying to see how far they can get. But do they sacrifice that 1 stop now for the 2 stop? Because I think halfway through it's going to be a bit tight, and as you can see, the mediums are starting to drop off a bit.
Yeah, I think there's a hard runner, Ghost Colt, in 14th, 11 lap old hards at the moment. I can't see them going 24 laps.
No, I think he'll probably pit again for the softs round about lap 21 or 22 maybe.
It depends if he can keep them. If he can keep the tyres clean and just keep off the gravel. He might be able to, and I think if he does, if he manages to, that might actually elevate him a few positions. He did pit extremely early, I think, for a wing. Oh, and there's Paraquix's dive bomb down the inside there. I did not see that come in.
Someone's done well to miss that, so he's going to get a good exit, hopefully, and try and put his foot down to the back of Race Roller.
Yeah, I didn't actually catch. I was on board with Ghost Colt, and Para just flew up the inside. That came out of nowhere, but yeah, he's got a long way back to. And there's
a couple more
position change here. Yeah, that's Zydrad on the back of Kevin GT and SLR Darnell moving into the hairpin. They go 3 wide. Kevin GT's let Zydrad pass there by the looks of things, and that's going
Bit
to
of
team orders, I think.
absolutely. Oh, as Darnell nearly loses it, he's managed to keep it a stick.
We jump on board with Zydrad there, see if he's... No, we know nothing's going to happen into Q3. I keep calling it Q3, it's Sector 3. Surprisingly, I don't know what I was about to say then. Surprisingly something. But another person on old hards there, much further down the field in 18th, is Combat on 13 lap olds. I can't see him again, so it'll be a case of if he manages to, he might gain a few positions. No, I think everyone out. There should be no one else that needs to pit except those 2 guys, and maybe
GT's
and the medium runners.
And he's just gone for a set of softs, and he looks like he's serving a time penalty there as well.
He's going to be serving a 5-second penalty there, which I actually think's not too. It's better actually, because you can tell who gets a win on track opposed to having to wait until penalties roll in.
Absolutely.
And I kind of miss tracks that are 2-stop. I think a lot of when you race on 50%, I think it's hard to. I don't know if it actually affects it if you do 100 or 50, but a lot of tracks these days are just 1 stop, and I think there's something going on. Oh, and Bez is going to make it past Jamham.
It's a nice little battle going on between those 2. They keep swapping places. So obviously struggling to shake the guys off in front. So it's very topsy-turvy there between who gets 6th and who gets 5th. But yeah, it'd be interesting in the next couple of laps what Merckx and UK Beast going there. Beast seems to be catching Merckx. He's right behind him. They are, along with Zydrad. No, Zydrad's already pit. So I think they're the 2 that started on the mediums. So they are trying to go for the one stop as Merckx pits now.
I'm on board with Freeman at the moment, and just if we look at he pitted 4 laps ago for the mediums, where everyone else came in 3 or 4 laps before on the softs, and he's right on the back of this train, right on the back of Jamham, who's right on the back of Beza, and if he can get past these next few bits of traffic quite quickly, he's going to be in with a real contention of a podium here, because he waited long enough on the softs that his mediums are gonna hold for the rest of the race, as long as he doesn't have a spin and fire up the tyres. So I think Freeman's in the most commanding position at the moment by a long way.
Yeah, he might have a bit of a advantage going for a podium potentially.
But he needs
to get his arse in gear.
Yeah, so Merckx out on the fresh softs now has made his way past Ghost Colt and up to 12th. Zydrad's out the pits now as well, and he's going wheel to wheel with Paraquicks. Paraquicks just edges him out through the roundabout, but he's going to follow him up through. Follow him up down the straight. I think it was like Fat Long Straight, something like that. And he's going to easily squeeze past. And then Hamjam's going to come right on the back of his teammate Paraquicks, but Paraquicks should hopefully move over and let Hamjam pass there. Not make life too difficult for him. He's not going to. They're going to go wheel to wheel. No, and there go. Hamjam is through as well on Paraquicks.
Might have a little battle for 3rd place here in the next couple of sectors, as B-Dunk is slowly catching Crispy.
Yeah, I'm on the back of that. Let's have a look at position change as well, see what everyone's done so far.
As Beast now goes into the pits. So he was the last one who started on the mediums, now pit. So with 10 laps, do we reckon he can get away with going to softs to the end?
I think he'd be silly not to put a set of softs on now. I think if he put he has put the softs on. I think if he had gone and put the mediums on there, he would have really thrown away all the hard work he'd done to get those mediums to where they are. And that's Kevin GT setting a fastest lap of 1:36.3 on the soft tyre.
Yeah, you can see the softs slowly starting to get in there. And
Freeman looks like he's going to line up a move here on Jamham.
Yeah, just getting.
Is he going to have enough? Sorry, I feel like every time one of us went to speak, the other one was speaking.
That's fine. Should we bring Original in for a minute?
Yeah, I forgot about Original.
Yeah, well.
Let's go down to Original trackside.
Trackside, chat's been pretty quiet at the moment. We had a few people focusing on the Renault dive bomb into turn one. I think it's just late braking by the driver to try and make the corner into turn one, but he just missed his braking point. It's likely to soon for the stewards to review it after the race, but I think it's likely to be a small penalty, nothing much. Also, Anasaju commented on the first pit stops under the AlphaTauri boys during Crispy on lap 8. Both drivers in the top 3 could have left Crispy out longer to hold up the hoop. Would have worked more if Crispy started on the mediums, but still possible. But at the moment, sitting in the top 3, nice and soft, stable at the moment. Crispy jumping up ahead of B-Dunk to win that 3rd place spot. But at the moment, I think this is how we'll finish. But B-Dunk really needs to push to get Crispy into that 3rd place with Mitzi with that penalty as well. So still wait to see it.
Thank you, original.
Stuff.
So are we just
back on the track here? Oh, Merckx is round. He's had a collision with Race Roller. He's gonna. That is heartbreaking for Merckx. That is heartbreaking. It looked like a small coming together. Just two or three wide. That's Race Roller. Looks like he's disconnected. Okay.
get him back in.
No, 1 second. Yeah, he has just disconnected. Very strange. I'm hoping that wasn't a glitch on Race Roller's side that's caused that collision there, because unfortunately that has put Merckx right down the order, and he was just building himself back up on those soft tyres, and he really needed to have a clean last stint.
And
the AI of Race Roller there, and
I'm not sure what's happened to Race
gonna make
Roller,
it.
as I can't get him back in.
Is it not letting you invite him at all?
No, it says invite to a club or invite to a party. So I don't know what's happened there.
Give it 30 seconds and we'll try and get him back in.
Can you invite him in game?
There's nothing. I can't get him in at all.
Jamham's decided to pit.
Invite more through party.
So it looks like Jamham's going to come in for a set of softs. I'm wondering if he had enough time in the bank. He's serving a penalty. He's not actually going to make it back out in front of Zydrad or Race Roller now.
I can't.
Very strange.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to a Race Roller here. He sent me a message. Yeah, he sent me a message to invite him. Don't worry, Race Roller.
Let me try. I don't know if he'll be on here as a friend. I don't think.
Invite more. Go in party where it says invite more, and then switch it to invite to game.
Yeah, I've given it. It's literally not letting me get him in at all. I don't know what's going on.
Jam's just received a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Paraquicks.
Oh, he's in. I didn't invite him. I don't know how he's got in. We got a safety car.
Teammates collide. Oh, we have got a safety car. What has happened there? So I just see at the bottom of the screen pop up that Hamjan's given a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Paraquicks. They were both going slow out of what has happened there? As a safety car, who's that going to play in the hands of? Why is my... Won't let me move.
So
people.
everyone in the top 5 has pit. It looks to be for softs. So, and Southerners.
Yeah. So everyone's
going and diving in the pits now. So we should see a lot of soft runners here. So this makes things a lot more interesting. This is anyone's game now. This really is.
I'd be interested to know what happened. What happened to cause the safety car? But I just hope that that the safety car doesn't do its famous 3-lap outing and only leave us. You know, I want all the racing here. This is going to be everyone on a fresh set of softs.
There's a Red Bull's double stack.
And they're being caught up in the pit there.
Doesn't make too much of a difference. Oh. This is anyone's.
It's alright.
This is absolutely anyone's. With just, I think everyone. Is Ham Jam staying on mediums, or is he going? Has he got a spare?
He's serving a
process?
penalty as well. So it looks like a lot of people have served their penalties now. Unfortunately, a few people have still got some penalties, but that is everybody on the soft set of tyres. We're gonna restart this race, and it's gonna.
So, guys
Yeah,
in the stream
low
chat,
fuel.
where do we reckon this is going then? Have we got anyone from outside that you think is going to finish in the top 3? Anyone in the top 10 at the moment that's not going to finish in the top 10? Chuck them in, and I'll get Original to have a look shortly. But this is certainly spice things up a bit, boys.
Yeah, it's just going to be a straight shootout now. This is more like a 5-lapper than a 50% Grand Prix. I think a few people are at a slight disadvantage who haven't come in for pits. So Zydrad's out on a 4-lap old set. It means they will be scrubbed in, but it just means he's gonna lose that grip at the end, where a lot of people are going to still be, at his stage now. And Kevin GT's also got 5-lap old softs on, so we'll also be having the same kind of issues. But
I'm just going to look and see the position changes. So
yeah,
we've got UK Beast up from 17th into 8th. Got Southerners up 7 positions, from 19th into 12th. We've got Kevin GT who starts at 18th up into 10th. We've got B Dunk up 5 from 9th into 4th. Crispy up into 3rd from 7th. So it really is anyone's game. I think penalties are going to play a lot of part in this.
yeah, and I think we can safely say that a lot of the. I know people don't like to talk about the penalties, but we know for a fact that all of these people that with 0 lap, or people who've just pitted, any 5-second penalty is served in the pits, but any 3-second penalty obviously doesn't. So any track infringement, so they're going to be multiples of 6, these penalties. And it'll be interesting to see, because Freeman, like I was saying, who had the upper hand, I think he's actually been dealt the raw card here. Because he had a better tyre against the people in front of him with the harder. But now obviously on the level playing field, but obviously the penalty could come into play. Well, it will come into play, because there's no way he's going to gain 3 seconds on the people ahead of him at the moment. I can't see that. Obviously we know that Hoop's godly. Is that the track packed up? It is, but the safety car isn't going to be coming in. So we are...
Yep.
Is there a way to get the penalties to show how much the penalty is? I don't want to show it now, but... Oh, yeah. On the final screen, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, what I'm surprised to see here is that there was no DNF. There was no car in the wall for this safety car, so it must have just been a debris issue.
Yeah, I think
from the collision with Power and Ham.
Yeah, I think that probably was what has caused the issue. There's been a few little taps, but there's been no absolute calamities yet. There is still time, but I'd think that the safety car probably go in this lap. But they might do one more. I don't know.
I think this will be it for the safety car now. I think about time everyone get their tyres. Well, not just yet. Actually, it's one of those tracks that you don't want to destroy your tyres. You don't want to heat them up too much on the outlap or behind the safety car, because you'll just lose all your grip into T1, and it's not a corner to be messing about with T1, especially under a restart. Pardon me. Okay.
You're alright, or did you nearly choke then?
Yeah. I'm good. Bert Mylander obviously in the safety car, showing us how it's done. That's his name, innit? I bet I got that right. Hope I got that right.
I've no idea.
I
I reckon it's a
but
Stig,
this is
isn't
going to
it?
be.
The Stig in the safety car. There's no one actually driving it. There's a safety car in this lap.
Why can't I? It won't let me view the safety car. I wanna track the safety car. Okay, so Hooper's gonna slow the pack down here. As he heads into sector 3, he's gonna let that safety car drive off. Of course, it's no overtaking until the green flags and until the start finish straight or the start finish line. But he's gonna pull this back here, and I assume he'll send it coming around the final corner, try and surprise those behind him. He'll slow down now, and now he'll go, and
he's off.
He's off and running, and Midzi is, yeah, Hooper's gained massively down the straight as we jump back. Looks like no one's going to make a move. There's a few coaster cars back, 8th, 9th and 10th. Kevin on the back of Jam Ham and Beast. Zydrad on the back of Bezzers. It's like Southerners on the back of Darnell as well. Well, they're all on the back of each other. We've just come off a safety car. It looks like everyone's going to be wanting to just stick within that DRS detection zone, so that by lap 26... they'll have 1 or 2 laps of DRS to try and get any moves made. I think before that is going to be very, very difficult. And we'll start to see fastest laps roll in at the end of this lap as well. So Jam Ham is going to make the move on Beast Assassins. And they're going to go wheel to wheel. He's not yielding that place. And they're going to go wheel to... Oh no, and Jam Ham has just outbroke him slightly. And... will take 8th position, and there's been movement at the back. Merckx has made a place on Southerners, but also then tapped the wall there. Hopefully he spared damage.
Oh, my missus is calling me.
Ham Jam with some more penalties at the bottom there. Anything going on at front? Midzi.
So Southerners dropped a place.
Oh, has Midzi always had that penalty, or has that just appeared?
Yeah, it quite early on.
I think Midzi... so 1:35.6, fastest lap there from Hooperlicious. Southerners looks like he's just overtaken Race Roller. Where's he done that? Has he done that at the...
I don't know how he's
Oh, they're side by side. They're side by side. Okay. Oh, and Ghost Cole's going to make the move on the inside of Paraquix. And there's Southerners and Paraquix will run wide. Ghost Cole. And there's contact. I haven't got enough cars back. I went the wrong way. Cars weaving in and out of each other.
This becomes interesting now. Crispy, if he can keep on these two, he could be in for the win here.
Oh, Hooperlicious got a penalty there.
Hooperlicious has just picked up a penalty.
Sorry, I'm watching V2 Combat make a move on the inside of Paraquix. And there's contact. They're scrapping out at the back here, and that's Ham Jam's going to make a move. And they're going to go wheel to wheel. Back of the pack here is hot and off. I'm going to jump up there because that's Ham Jam making a move on Zydrad, wheel to wheel.
Oh, he's made it round.
Back down to the back here. Goes Colton Southerners, 2 wheel to wheel, and there's contact again. Paraquix onto the back of Southerners. Cars are scrapping it out down the back. Oh my God, don't know what to watch.
It's all happening down the back.
I'm trying to make sure there's nothing going on at the front though.
Thompson V2 touch. Oh, that's such a shame for Southerners.
Has he lost out of position there?
Yeah, he's back down into 18th, and he's lost an end plate. Oh, Matt. Oh, absolutely devastated for him. And I think V2
he's coming to the pit.
He's lost his end plate as well, and he's missed the pits. Oh, that's such a shame for the pair of them.
Another person you're saying about penalties here is B-Dunk. Is in a position here that he could be getting himself a podium as well.
Yeah, so I think anyone really from Beast Assassin downwards has a real chance of getting a podium here. And sorry, Beast Assassin upwards. It's just quite tight, and there's quite a lot of penalties around. I think maybe,
And we are going to get DRS.
yeah, maybe the guys might have done enough, but it could go any way here.
Merckx, Kevin GT and Race Roller are all going to battle it out down into the hairpin. And Race Roller locks up slightly, and Merckx has made it in front of Kevin GT there. And is going to want to try and get himself up into those points positions. Because that's what they're on play for down at the back here. They're not going to be going for those podiums, but they want to get as many points as they can to carry themselves through the season. A point can mean a lot. It can mean everything when it comes down. Looks like Hamjam might be out of the points for good here, though. Not really gaining on Ghost Colt enough to get ahead. That's someone has pitted, though, there. Someone just coming into the pit, or have I imagined
Race
that?
Roller has come into the pits.
He's obviously had some damage.
Yeah,
I think he hit the back of Southerners earlier on.
And I think that might be it for the bottom three of this race, unfortunately. Such a
now they've
shame.
all come out of the pit.
Such a shame. But the game
But we are
going to
get 2 laps of DRS and a few cars within the zones of their leaders. Crispy only 7 tenths back from Midzi. Is Midzi going to let him? This is going to be a team order situation here with Midzi having a penalty. Is he going to let Crispy pass and have a go at Hoop?
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Bez is on the back of Freeman. He's going to try and make the move. He's going to use that slipstream. He's going to step out and he's going to go on the inside of the hairpin. Freeman gives him the space, and he's made that move stick. Now he's gone deep, though. Freeman's going to try and cut back up on the inside. And he's going to be right on the back of him. And they're going to go wheel to wheel into the next corner as well. And it looks like Freeman edges just ahead. But is that the smartest of moves? If Beza can stick on the back here, he's going to have the last lap with the DRS, and that's what you want. If Beza can just keep the car on the track there, he looks like he's weaving all over the place. UK Beast on the back of Zydrad as well, as we go into the final lap. Wait, no. Now we go on to the final lap. Yeah, no, I hadn't worked around if Hoop had gone around yet, and if it was 27 or 28. It's like I'm going to be celebrating the end of the race, it's not going to even be the end. Crispy is really closed the gap by another 2 tenths now as well on Midzi.
This could go anywhere.
We're on board with, because now Darnell is on the back of Beast and Zydrad. Merckx just shy of the points as well. Obviously after that spin he'd be ecstatic, I believe, to get some points now if he can. It looks like he might just be out of the running though. Oh, I meant to go to you. Darnell's going to sniff at UK Beast, but he's not going to make the move.
Oh, my stream is just
hold it tight.
perished.
Or Darnell's trying to make the move on Beast Assassins. Crispy is right on the back of Midzi. They're going to go wheel to wheel. He's going to let him go. Yeah, Midzi's let him go. I think that's a smart move. Don't want to hamper each other's race here, especially at this point. Beza's trying to make the move and he hasn't got the move done. I haven't jumped onto that quickly enough. It looks like Beza's went to make the move on Freeman. He just hasn't made it stick.
I think Hoop's done enough there. Oh, Hoop just needs a little bit more. Oh, I think he's done it. I think he's going to do it.
So we're on board with Hoop as he comes across, as he comes around the final 2 corners. Through the final corner, he needed 3 seconds, and he's crossed the line in first. But it's Crispy. He has done it, and Hoop's going to hold first. Crispy comes along across the line in second. B-Dunk gets a podium in third, followed by Midzi, Jamham, and then followed by Freeman. Let me jump down to some people crossing the actual line.
And Zydrad's out the points.
Followed by Freeman. Okay, let's take a second to digest that. I've just not been watching the line as people cross.
As Midzi has left the session.
And I don't think Midzi's going to be very happy about that. Must have had 6 seconds. Oh, how's that worked?
And
so Midzi must have had 3.
Well.
So they've not had good races, a few of them, and I think a lot of them will be not upset, you know. I hope they're not upset.
We get your driver of the day votes as well, please, ladies and gents.
Yes.
And I will get the guys in the party.
Yeah, I think
What a race!
I think someone's just popped in the chat there. Someone that pass was too late. Yeah, I agree. I think the Alpha the they are Alpha Tauris, aren't they?
They were AlphaTauris.
Oh,
Yeah, they were Alpha Tauris. I was not Alfa Romeos. Yeah, the Alpha Tauris. I think they could have made that switch a little bit earlier, or at least I don't know.
So who do I need?
They've really allowed Hoop to control the race there and to gain that 3 seconds.
So Hoop, Crispy, and B Dunk.
I can take a picture of these quickly. Oh, no,
If you could, please, mate.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for him to turn back. Oh no, it won't let me because I'm twitching. So you have to just press the home button and then press X. And that should take a screenshot. But when the penalties are showing. If not, I'll take one with my phone quicker.
Oh, I've got one on my phone.
Okay. You got the whole thing, yeah? You've got scrolled down and got the others.
Oh, I haven't got the rest of that. No, I've got all the penalties. I did that during the race.
Yeah, go 14. Oh no.
If you can do that for me,
you
quick, mate.
You need to see what the time penalties are. That's about timing.
Oh, can you grab it quick? Because I'm literally just inviting everyone.
Oh fuck, I missed.
Scroll down.
Language, sorry.
I think I've got everyone in. Alright, let me just take another screenshot.
Yeah, I got 2 photos of it as well.
Right.
Okay. Well, let's take a quick minute to digest that. I'd like to. It's always sad when this goes away at a second. Yeah, fantastic race. A lot of ups and downs. Seeing a lot of cars in places where so a lot of the faster drivers we thought like the likes of Ham Jam down in 14th. The likes of Zydrad out of the points in 11th. Merckx scraping 1 point in 10th. Yeah. Brilliant stuff. So who have we got in the party?
So we've got Crispy, we've got B Dunk, and we've got Hoop. So I will start off with B Dunk. If you can make sure your box are ticked as well, lads.
Yep.
And we'll start with B Dunk. So B Dunk, congratulations on the podium. Talk us through what happened.
Well, I was a bit disappointed after quali, but something happened turn 1. I was able to jump up a bunch of positions, and then just from there try to keep the pace going and keep it out of the walls, really. That was kind of the whole idea to begin with. And then I tried to go for an early undercut. My tires were slowly going off, and then I pretty much choked the undercut off a poor exit. Then the safety car came out, and I was just praying to God I didn't get a penalty and keep it out of the wall. So I knew Midzi and I knew Hoop got a late penalty. I was trying to push. Maybe I would have had a shot at Crispy, but no, I was just being too cautious there. But I think regardless or not, I'm happy with P3. I mean, I needed a good result for a while now, so happy it finally came.
Certainly a very good race from yourself, and did well not to pick up any penalties there. So you can see the safety car certainly helped out a lot of people. Again, it's helped out you certainly, and you've managed to get yourself in the podium. So congratulations there, mate.
Yep. Cheers. Congrats to the fellow podium drivers as well.
No problem.
Good drive, mate. Well done.
Hypers, do you want to take, or Original, do you want to take Crispy, or?
You guys, you guys go for it, man.
Yeah, I'll do that, and you can do you can do Hoop. So Crispy.
Hello.
We all ticked up.
Yep, I am.
Fantastic. Yeah, so brilliant race. We were well, I'm not actually sure if anyone voted for you or predicted you, but we were watching towards the end there at you behind Midzi, thinking maybe possibly that he should have been letting you pass a little bit earlier, just to push Hoop at the end. Do you think that maybe there was something you could have done to catch Hoop at the end there, or?
To be fair, well, I was in a party with Midzi the whole race, and I think, to be fair, I think we've done what we can. I think we played it right. I was just keeping in the DRS of Midzi, because I think obviously he dropped out of Hoop's DRS, and I was just basically staying in Midzi's DRS. To say we were constantly talking to each other through the final laps there, and Yeah, I think we've done everything right. I say I went past him on the main straight, obviously on the final lap to try and have one final go at Hoop, but just wasn't meant to be in the end, I guess, for the win. But I'm still incredibly happy with how tonight has gone.
Yeah, I think you should be. I think second place, there's nothing to scoff at, and I think obviously when you're looking at the likes of Hoop, who we watched him most of the racing through quali as well, he had a lot of pace. We did also, someone mentioned in chat that possibly maybe could have stayed out on the end of your first stint just to hold Hoop up a little bit and give Midzi the opportunity to make a small gap and maybe made up those few seconds that he lost for a penalty. But like you said, you think you did the best you could, but I think you've had a really good race. Anything you think you could have done better? Just finish up.
Well, I don't know really. I mean, this ain't as silly as it's going to sound right now. This ain't really a great track for me at all. I don't like it one bit, but yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised of how this has gone. I mean, I think B Dunk touched on it a little bit there. There was a little bit of luck because there was a big incident on lap one, turn one. I mean, that literally jumped me up about 4 or 5 positions straight away, and then I just kind of maintained my pace throughout the race really, and kept within the track limits pretty well. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think there was too much more I could have done. I mean, Hoop was incredibly quick there throughout the race. Just wasn't meant to be in the end, but yeah, I mean, it's about time. It's my first podium in Elite, so I'm absolutely over the moon with it.
Good stuff. There's no better way to do it than to have a clean race as well. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations, and we move on to China next week.
Thank you very much. Yep, thank you very much. Congrats to B Dunk and Hoop as well. Well done.
Certainly. Well,
Gadders, if you want to grab.
No problem. So first of all, congratulations to Crispy on your second place. Now we're going to Hoop. So, Hoop, 3 wins in a row. Are you human?
How'd you do
it?
3 wins in a row. 2 wins in a row, but yeah, it was a pretty tough race at the end. In the first end, it was okay. I was building the gap pretty well. Then the safety car made it a little bit harder. Then I got the stupid penalty. I was trying to go for the fastest lap, but I pushed a little bit too hard. So I just had to build the gap to Crispy, and literally at the last sector, I went all out, and it worked. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, another unbelievable performance for yourself. You must have really panicked when you had that penalty, and I could see the guys were overtaken, and obviously Crispy was let through by Midzi, and I was thinking to myself, maybe Crispy might do this, but last few corners you really managed to pull out the pace. Talk us through what happened there.
Yeah, I was building the gap to Midzi, then B-Dunk told me that I guess Midzi was dropping back to give Crispy a little bit of a tow and DRS to catch up to me. And yeah, that just made it so much harder for me because I had no ERS really. So I just pushed as much as I can in the corners, and good thing I didn't, well, I did it.
Yeah, very, very good job, mate. So,
yeah.
As we've had 3 really, really good, promising race results for you start of the season, is the title on your thoughts now, or is it too early to say?
Too early. I think some of the drivers, they're not very good at these first few tracks, and I know they're pretty good at the other tracks, so can't back down really this early.
No worries. Well, congratulations to our race winner, Hoopalicious. And again, congratulations to the rest of our podium. Original, have we had any votes for driver of the day in the stream chat?
We have. Last time I checked, Crispy just edged it. Last time it was 5-6-4 to Crispy. B-Dunk got the 4, and there was 1 for Hoop, which he then changed to the B-Dunk because he went either or. So yeah, Crispy gets driver of the day.
So,
congratulations, Crispy.
Again, congratulations, Crispy, for a very good performance, and once again, congratulations to our podium. And I'll hand back to Hypers.
So I guess I'll echo what Geddes is saying there. Congratulations, very entertaining race. yeah, I think we had an inexperienced team in the commentary box tonight, but hopefully we brought you a good enough show. And we do hope that you join us next Thursday for F2 around. F2 doesn't actually go around the same track as we do, does it? There's no F2?
No,
there's no F2 this week, so
the
we'll
week
join
after.
you on Friday. So on Friday we have Division 1 at China, followed by Division 2 at 7 o'clock on... 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock on Saturday? 6 o'clock.
Come on.
6 o'clock on Saturday. They're all at different times, man. They're all at different times. At 6 o'clock on Saturday, followed by Division 3 at 9 o'clock on Saturday, where you can see me and Geddard. And then again next Sunday for Elite at 7 o'clock. Yeah, thank you all so much for coming. Have a lovely evening. Remember, hands, face, space.
Brilliant. Good evening, ladies and gents.